So welcome, good morning. Let's start in child's pose this morning. You stay here. Coming onto hands and knees, big toes touch. Take your knees apart, rest your forehead on the mat. Just landing in child's pose. Bring your attention to your breath. She might need to come say hi. Here she comes. I just need to see everyone. Yeah. All right, in child's pose, if you can, you're going to walk your arms in front of you and off to the left. So just take the arms to the left, little lean and open into the right side of the body. Sorry. Oh, this is great. She likes this. Everybody's on the floor with me. Yeah. Okay, take it to the other side. Feel the stretch along the left side of the body. Baby girl, come. Come check everybody. It's pretty fun. I like it. Okay, walk it back to center. And come up to your hands and knees to tabletop, and we'll just move through some cow and cats. Mary's dog is all over her right now too. It's a dog day. We're moving through cow and cat stretches. You can lean forward and lean back. Good, and then come to neutral, and you'll take your right leg back, ball of the foot on the ground, stretching into the calf. And spin the right foot flat and open the right arm up towards the ceiling. And the left shin can pivot behind you. And then make a fist with the right hand and do some slow wrist rolls. Rolling. And spread the fingers wide, open up a little more. And then returning to all fours. And you'll stretch the left leg back with the ball of the foot on the ground. Press the heel away. You can stay there, maybe rock a little front to back on that back leg. And then spin the left foot flat. The right shin can pivot, so it's more of a tripod if you like, and left arm opens up. Make a fist, roll the wrist in a few slow circles. Spread the fingers wide, open up. And bring the left hand down next to the right and come back to tabletop. Take the right leg back again, this time the foot lifting up off the floor. Good. And then turn, you'll like roll the hip open, take the right leg out to the right and set it down. Yeah. And then you're just gonna move back to front. It's like a little rock. Okay. And then coming forward so you're nice and balanced, keeping the right leg where it is. You can stay or walk the arms out in front of you like a puppy pose. Lowering the chest down. It might be forearms on the mat. Might be forearms lifted off the mat. And then if you want to add a little extra, you thread the right arm under like a thread the needle. But you don't have to. This is just an option. butterfly and rotation through that thoracic spine. And then come up back up to the tabletop, and you'll let the right knee come in and take a breath. And then the left leg goes back, floating the foot up, and then roll the hip open, take the leg out to the right to where, or left to wherever it can go. And then you'll just rock back to front. And then pause, and you can stay there or come down to forearms or walk your arms out in front of you. We're eventually threading the left arm under. If that works in your body, you don't have to, it's optional. And carefully coming back up and bringing the left knee in next to the right. All right, now you can either come into child's pose, puppy pose, or downward dog. So you can take the arms forward, hands forward a little, lift up into downward facing dog, or child's pose, puppy pose. You can add movement or be in stillness. And taking 2 or 3 more breaths right here. And then you'll walk your feet to your hands or step up towards the front of your mat for a ragdoll forward fold. You can hold on to your elbow points, and maybe sway slightly from side to side. Use the hands softly to the ground. And then bring your hands up to your hips, point your elbows to the ceiling, and press the feet down as you rise up to stand. And take the arms, reach them up overhead, take the eyes up, palms face each other, and stretch the fingertips towards the ceiling. Press the feet down, reach up overhead. Bring your hands to your heart, and arms down. Okay, so we're going to move through some sun salutations, and we'll start with sun A, and we'll modify as needed. So if you can't be in plank for long or you can't lower, don't. Just stay high and cow and cat. I'll show all the fair modifications. We're going to try to get 9 sun salutations. So let's see how it goes. Just in honor of solstice today. She's finally chilled out. So good. Has to greet everyone and get all that out of her system. Okay, so you know to modify as needed. Okay, so coming up into mountain pose, I'm just beginning here. And this practice is so much about linking breath to movement. So they call this like a global mala. It's like breath by breath, bead by bead. You're just linking things together, breath and poses. All right, so inhale, reach up, exhale, fold forward. You can soften the knees, drop the head. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine, and then step back to tabletop or high plank, either one. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, you can lower or stay in your high plank. Good, and then inhale, cobra or upward dog. Find your easy back bend. Exhale, back to downward dog or child's pose. Take 3 breaths. Take 1 more breath in. Breathe out, and bring your feet to your hands. You can walk or hop or tiptoe up your mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Extended mountain, come all the way up. Inhale, you can take the arms up if that works. Exhale, forward fold. Bow right back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Step it back, high plank for tabletop. Exhale as you lower. Yeah, you can keep moving. Inhale, cobra or upward dog, or you can move through cow and cat. And then exhale back to downward dog or child's pose for 3 breaths. One more breath. Empty it out. Look forward and bring your feet to your hands. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, high plank to low plank, or knees to the floor, or cow and cat. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward dog or child's pose. And stay breathing. One more breath. Look forward, bend your knees, step, hop, or walk forward. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you need. Halfway lift. High plank to low plank. Remember to move with your breath. Cobra or upward dog or cow and cat. Downward dog or child's pose for 3 breaths. This is number 4. Moving through sun salutations, building heat and connection. One more breath in. Breathe out. Walk or hop to your hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold forward, bowing. Extended mountain, rise up, reach for the ceiling. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen, halfway lift. And vinyasa, high plank, low plank, or knees to the ground, upward dog or cobra, easy breath. In, exhale, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths, eyes open, ears open. Feeling into your body from your skin in. One more breath in. Breathe out, look forward and step or hop to your hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Bow forward, exhale. Extended mountain, breathe in, rise up. Your exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank. Just notice as you move through this, melting away tension, upward dog, downward facing dog. With repetition, you gain mastery, listening to your body, listening to your breath. One more breath in. Breathe out. Step or float to your hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Keep this one 7. Yes. Halfway lift. High to low plank. Upward facing dog. Cow and cat works right there too. Downward facing dog or child's pose. Good, Carol. Breathe in. Exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath here. Empty it out. Look to your hands and step or float forward. Lift halfway. Inhale. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up, stretch through the sides of the body. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. High to low plank or cow and cat, or knees to the floor. You choose. Upward dog, good. Downward facing dog, or any variation. 3 breaths. I'm going to take one more breath in. Breathe out, step or float forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Rise to the top, breathe in. Last one. Exhale, dive forward, hinging from the top of the thighs. Halfway lift, inhale. High to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, or child's pose. Good, that's the point. In downward dog or from tabletop, take your right leg up and back, bend the right knee, open through the hip. And then step the right foot forward to the right hand. Bring the left knee to the ground. Come into a low lunge. Right leg forward, left leg down. Hands can be on the right side. Pulling the shoulders back, just noticing how you feel after 9. Can you imagine 108?
No.
9 was perfect. If you'd like to take the arms, you can float them up. Maybe imagine you're holding a beach ball, so there's a softness and some spaciousness. To be able to sleep like that anywhere. Bring your fluffy bed. All you need. Slowing the breath down. Moving into the hips, the pelvis, lift the heart up, maybe go back. Bring your hands back down to the mat. Go back to downward dog or tabletop is fine. And then take the left leg back from down dog or tabletop. Bend the knee, maybe open through the hip. Take a big step forward, left foot to left hand, or help it there. Set the right knee down, climb up onto the left thigh. Lengthen the tailbone, pull the pit of the belly in, maybe flip the arms up if that feels good. And our clock has officially stopped working, so don't let that.
I know, I look at it like, what?
Don't let that time trip you out. Good. Bring the hands back down. And this time you'll step forward. Bring the right foot forward to meet the left. Feet to hip width distance apart. Hold your elbow points. Just sway a little bit from side to side. We'll do some of those windmill twists here. So you bend both knees and you can bring your hands either to the floor or to a block or hands up on your shins. You choose. And then you'll spin the right arm up to the sky and straighten the right leg. Just opening. Left knee bent. This is a spinal rotation. And then bend the knees, right hand down, open to the left, like a windmill, open, straighten that left leg. Good, one more each side, bend the knees, left hand down, twist to the right, straighten the right leg, put the right hip back, heart forward, bend the knees, right hand down, twist open to the left, straighten that left leg open. And then both hands down, bend the knees and come up to stand. And you'll take a big breath in, reach up, and bring your hands to heart center. And start to shift your weight right to left. And you're headed. Headed somewhere. Right. You bring so much. Yes. Okay, sorry. shift over to your left foot. Bring your left hand to your left hip, and then lift the right knee for standing leg raise. So catch the right knee in the right hand. You can maybe flex the foot, pull the shoulders back, lift the crown of the head straight up. And then if you can, you'll open the right knee to the right, reach the left arm to the left, and then maybe even look to the left, over the left shoulder. Wow. Bring it back to center and set the right foot down. And just let that side go, let it go. Bring your right hand to the right hip. Go ahead and lift the left knee up, catch cushion. Shoulders back, put the belly in, and then open to the left, left knee left. You can reach the right arm right. It doesn't need to go to the side either. It really does, or the hip doesn't matter. Straight, straight. Just today. Yeah, come back to center and set it down. Bring your feet hip width distance apart and take a little twist right to side. So we'll do it. Got something going on? What happened? All right, so this one will be another balance exercise, but this is working core strength and 2 feet on the floor for the balance. So you'll keep your, I'll go sideways here so they get something for you too. So the right leg will stay in front and the left foot steps right behind the right. As much as you can. And then you pull in from the ground up and then come into cactus arms. You want to, like, from the glutes, you press to the heels, or from the pelvis down, from the pelvis up, you lift up, pull the shoulders back, then rotate to the right. So pull the ribs in, belly firm, rooting through the legs, lifting into the heart, breathing. Very good, and come back to center, release the arms, step forward, switch sides, right foot goes directly as much as you can behind the left. You get connected and grounded to the legs. Good, cactus arms, shoulders pull back. So just standing in one line, one foot in front of the other. Yeah, like that, Carol, good. And then you twist to the left, pull the shoulders back. That hurt the hip.
It shouldn't twist.
Yeah.
It didn't feel right.
Good, then just stay right there and really pull into the core. Breathe, 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 lift up into the crown of the head, press the feet down more, and then come back to center and step forward. Good, take a breath in, stretch both arms up. Bring the hands to the heart, arms down by your side for airplane. Shoulders back, slide the right leg behind you. Remember that connection to the ground, and then start to hinge forward. Right leg floats, shoulders press towards the ceiling, straighten the arms, lift the triceps. And all those little muscles in that left foot, the ankle, get strong. Good, come on back to stand. Keep everything as it is and switch legs. Left leg goes back, shoulders back, hinge, forward, airplane. Lift the shoulders up towards the ceiling and squeeze the shoulder blades onto the back. And then come on up, mountain pose, things relax a little bit. One more balance for tree. Left foot down, bring the right foot up somewhere onto the left leg. You can bring your hands together, pull your shoulders back, lift the crown of the head. And you can stay here or you can stretch the arms up. Rise up. arms pull down, right foot down next to the left, switch leg, last balance here. From the left foot to the right leg, pull in and up. Maybe extend the arms up. Yeah. Maybe back. And hands to the heart, left foot next to the right, hands down. And you'll take a step back with your right foot. So we'll turn that way to face the mirror and feet to parallel. Yep, and then get the feet a little wider apart. So you want at least one leg length between the feet. Turn the right toes to the right, back to the back of the mat. And then you're gonna bend and straighten the right leg a few times. So move in and out of warrior two. That's it, Mary, good. And then you'll just switch legs. Turn the right toes in, left toes out, move in and out of warrior two on the left. Thighs, the hips and pelvis. Good, and then turn the left toes in, right toes out again, and come right into warrior two this time. You can open the arms. And breathe. And then side angle, you'll tip to the right. Set the right forearm to thigh, or you can reach for the floor. Left arm of your choice. So it can be up towards the ceiling, opening through the chest more, or it can reach overhead, more through the side body opening. Imagine that little lift away from the right forearm. So there's a rebounding, a lifting, and connecting to the core body. And then let that left arm just pull you up. You'll switch legs, right toes in, left toes out, drop into warrior two. And then side angle, left forearm to thigh or to the ground, right arm up. And there's a play between pulling that right hip back and allowing it to come forward. So two different experiences in the body. Play with which feels best in your body today. Always like exploring edges and opportunities and possibilities. Keeping that connection to your breath, that beginning flow that we started, breath by breath, keep it alive. Let the right arm pull you up, feet to parallel. One more, this is triangle. Turn the right toes to the right, and this time arms out, hinge. So both legs straight-ish, and then the right hand comes down to the chin or the floor. Loss is a great tool here. Left arm reaching straight up, and then the jawbone back. Back of the neck stays long. You're actually strengthening the muscles in the neck right here. Forward side body and the legs. And where the stretch is occurring, where the strength is occurring, there's so much going on right here. And through it all, just keep your focus on your breath. Just like life. Let the left arm pull you up. And switch sides, right toes turn in, left toes out, arms out, and then hinge, tip to the left. Yeah, a little adjustment. You too. Toes out on the mat. Feeling, expanding from the inside out. A little bit more space, open up, and then let the right arm pull you up, bring your feet to parallel, hands on the hips, and bow forward. So hinging forward. Sometimes I bend my knees on my way down, especially if my hamstrings are kind of tight. And once you're here, just making your way into this pose, and it can look different ways. It can be palms on the earth, out of the head, on or moving towards the earth. Really stretching the back of the body. It can be bent knees, moving side to side. It can be headstand. Lots of possibilities here. Really good. And then lift to a flat back. Bring your hands to your hips. Come up to stand. Bring your left toes back to the front. Step back up to the front of your space. Arms down. Mountain pose. Good. Big breath in. Squeezing the arms up. Breathe out. Bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Step it back, high plank. And then lower all the way down onto your belly. And just let yourself rest right here. And then locust pose, so bring your arms down by your sides, palms face to the ground, you'll look down. And on your inhale, you lift up, lift your shoulders, arms. Good. Yep. Just squeeze the triceps. So the more you straighten the elbows, the more the triceps work. Maybe lift the legs a little higher. And then just lower all the way down and rest. And do that again, locust. Look down, inhale, lift up. Lift both hands up. Arms, legs. Letting the fingers straighten the elbows. Lift the shoulders higher. And then lower down and rest. And then if possible in your body, you'll stretch your arms in front of you, arms out. And the best of your ability, you're gonna inhale and you're gonna lift opposite arm and opposite leg. So right arm, left leg, lift. You might even turn your thumb to the ceiling, so pop and squeeze in towards the center line. And then lower down and switch sides. Left arm, right leg, palm faces in, lift up. Good, good, good. Straighten the legs, straighten the arms, get really long, more length than lift even. And then lower down. We'll do that again. Right arm, left leg, come up. And this time you'll take it at the diagonal. Left leg goes left, right arm goes right. Bring it back to center. And lower down. And then left arm, right leg, lift. Take it to the diagonal. Bring it back to center. And lower. Make a pillow out of your arms here. So bend the elbows, rest your head, bend the knees, and windshield wipe the lower legs right to left. Just easy. You can move the pelvis side to side on the mat. If you don't want to bend your knees today. Release your feet to the floor and bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Press back to child's pose, or you can move through cow and cat. That feels better on your back. And slowly come to all fours, and then you'll make your way onto your back. You can walk up the mat, sit down, kick your feet around, or however you want to lay down is fine. Whichever way you face, I don't care. And then go ahead and lay down on your back. You might bring your knees into your chest. Gentle squeeze. Rock. Okay, bring your feet to the floor and we'll lift up into bridge pose. So you can set the ankles under the knees or whatever feels good in your body. Arms come down and then go ahead and lift the hips up or pelvis up towards the ceiling. Welcome to interlace the hands under the body or tuck the shoulders underneath. Listen to the tail. That's for biting. Okay, come on down carefully. And just take a breath. And then we'll do that again, bridge pose. When you're ready, press the feet down, lift your hips up, interlace the hands underneath your body. Come to the other side. Strength in the legs, the lower body, and the opening to the upper body. Thank you. Slowly lower down to like left. Okay, how about one more, last one, bridge. And if you want to try bringing the feet together, you get a little different experience. So squeeze the knees and ankles. You might not lift the side, but it's a different strengthening for the glutes. Nice job. And then lower down and bring the feet together, knees apart. And then see if you can bring the arms into cactus. So bend the elbows, the chest, relax the wrists, elbows and shoulders towards the ground. Once again, you can even bring the feet apart, knees together. So bend the knees instead. And feet apart, knees together. It's okay, wherever you want to be is fine. So elbows bent, cactus, and a few times see if you can slide the arms up to touch the fingertips above you and then slide them back down. So just if you can, you're sliding the arms on the floor, just working on the shoulder blades and then all those little attachments around the shoulder blades. Next time the arms come back to cactus, just pause, take a nice breath in, and breathe out. And then the arms can come down by your sides. And then with your hands, actually press the knees together and draw them up onto your chest. Squeeze. And then you're going to take your feet up towards the ceiling and bring your hands down next to your hips. And then right here, it could be like the core body not engaged. So just like relax the belly. And then what I want you to find is like you're pulling the rib cage to the mat. So pull the rib cage to the mat. You should feel the abdominal muscles, the upper ones, engage. Yes? Okay. And then I want you to imagine that you lift your hips off the ground and again, a hair, like you could slide a piece of paper under the pelvis. So there's the lower abs. And so you're not going super high, just in a place of endurance. And hold that. Pull the rib cage down and the pelvis up. Just hold it. And then if you can, with your feet, you're going to draw a circle on the ceiling above you, but holding the rest of that strongly. Rib down, rib cage down, pelvis lifting. The whole time. This is deep core muscles and core muscle endurance. Switch the direction of the circles. Can you feel it?
Yeah.
Good. Come back to center, pause. Again, re-engage. Pull the rib cage down, pelvis up, like you're sliding a piece of paper under the pelvis for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, hug the knees into the chest. Rock a little side to side. Good, we'll do one more set. This one's a little different. So you'll bring the knees to 90 degrees, bent knees 90 degrees, and pause. Let the belly relax for a moment. Just feeling that kind of relaxed quality. And then it's the same thing. Pull the rib cage down towards the floor and the pelvis towards the ceiling, and you'll feel those core muscles turn on. And then you'll tap one heel at a time to the ground. Tap and lift, and it's from the hip, so don't bend the knees. The knees don't move. Tap and lift, tap and lift, and the whole time pulling the rib cage to the mat, pelvis towards the sky. Piece of paper under the pelvis. Good. A couple more. Pull the rib cage to the mat. Those floating ribs strutting back and down. Last 5 seconds. Everyone feeling these?
Yeah.
4, 3, 2. You completed it. If you're on the wrong leg, even it out, and then hug the knees into the chest. And then you'll just hold the knees and draw some circles, just circling them around. They can be the same direction or they could be frog circles. The other direction with your circles, just massaging pelvis, tailbone, sacrum area. And then bring your feet to the floor wide apart, feet to the edges of the mat, and let the knees move to the left. They're going to go together to the left. And just pause. Allowing this opening along that right side. If you want a little more, you can cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Right ankle goes on top of, no, left ankle over right thigh. Left ankle, right thigh. Like a sandbag. That's good. And then we'll release that and switch to the other side with the legs. Knees to the right. And this time, right ankle on top of left thigh. If you want, if you choose, it's not a have to. And that opening across the left. Yeah. Come back to center, both feet to the floor. And then reclined pigeon. You'll cross the right ankle above the left thigh. You pick your left foot up if you want and can, and interlace your hands. Or you can take half pigeon, coming up into half pigeon if you prefer. You can rock a little bit side to side, or sometimes I'll roll my ankles in some circles. Blood flow to the knees and the joints. Set the left foot back to the floor, release the hands. Hug the right knee into your chest. And then interlace your hands behind the right hamstring and straighten the right leg. And then if you can, you'll slide your hands up to the calf or even the sole of the foot. So right foot towards the ceiling. Yeah. And then your hands might slide up the leg. And then if you want, you straighten the left leg. You can even hold the foot. You can catch your big toes with your few fingers. That opening through the back of that right leg. If you want, you can take it out to the right, opening up into the inner hip, but you don't have to. It can be more hamstring or straight. The legs off to the side. You'll bring it back to center. Hug the right knee into your chest. And then set the right foot down, and we'll take reclined pigeon, left ankle over right thigh. You can stay there. That shape can be enough. You don't even have to lift the right. But if you want more stretch, you pick up the right foot. Maybe bring your hands behind the hamstring or for the shin. Or you can rotate ankles. Use your left elbow to gently press the left thigh forward. You can rock, or you can just find stillness and just landing in stillness and breath. We're connecting breath to breath with that beginning vinyasa, the flow. The vinyasa, word vinyasa can mean connecting breath to movement. It can also mean to place in a special way. I love that because anything can be vinyasa if done with mindfulness. Placing your body in a special way, your mind, just approaching life with breath by breath, this mindfulness, this connection, this vinyasa. Release that. You'll bring the right foot to the floor, hug the left knee into your chest, interlace your hands behind the left hamstring. Straighten it towards the sky. You can slide the hands up the leg, maybe to the foot. You can extend the right leg long and stay, or open it to the left. Breathing. Perfect, Dad. That's such a good thing to do. Moving. Pull the toes back a little bit if you can. Flex the foot more. Toes back towards your face. Can you flex your foot when it's up? Yep, but stay on your back. You're good. Just pull the toes back. There you go. Back. The legs off to the side. You'll bring it back to center. Hug the left knee into your chest. And then set the foot down. And then take any finishing pose you want. It can be hips on a block. It can be a gentle twist. It can be a shoulder stand. Or you can stretch your body out into Shavasana. Anything you want. Happy baby. Baby poses. Yes. We started out with so much rigor today. I'm building in a longer Shavasana as my treat. Another couple breaths or complete whatever you need to complete. And then you'll find Shavasana, corpse pose, stretching the body out. And then into rest, we call it daily rest. That's like daily. As you make your way into Shavasana, just want to relax your body out on the floor. yourself this time. This is a meditation called Calming the Body. When the mind grows agitated, the body often follows suit. Luckily, the relationship between mind and body is a two-way street. As you calm the body, the mind will likely relax. So just get comfortable wherever you are. Allow the eyes to close. Tune into the sensation of breathing. We notice the breath at your nostrils. You can take a couple of deep breaths to arrive right here in the present time experience. Begin to bring your attention to your left arm. As you breathe in, picture the arm filling with the energy of breath. As you breathe out, imagine pushing the breath energy out through your fingertips. Tune in to the left arm as you do this. Keeping both the physical body and the visualization in your awareness. As you breathe in, I'm sorry, Bailey. Bailey. Something. Sorry, there goes the meditation. Breathe in. Picture your arms filling with the energy of your breath. As you breathe out, push the breath out through your fingertips. Breathe in. Picture the left arm filling with the energy of the breath. As you breathe out, imagine pushing the breath energy out through your fingertips. Continue on your own. When the mind wanders, gently bring it back to your breath. And begin to switch to the right arm. Breathe in, filling the right arm with the energy of the breath. And as you exhale, release the energy through the right fingertip. Inhale, filling the right arm with the breath energy. Exhale and releasing the energy through the right fingertip. Continue on your own. Your mind wanders, bringing your attention back to the breath. Right here with our right arm. Now begin to shift your awareness to the torso. Visualize filling the entire chest and abdomen with the breath energy as you inhale. Push the breath down, out through the bottom of the spine and tailbone as you exhale. Inhale, fill up your torso, chest, and abdomen. Exhale, imagine breath Down and out through the tail. Now to your left leg. And simply inhale, filling up the left leg, the energy of your breath. And as you exhale, pushing the breath out through the sole of the foot. Inhale into the left leg. Exhale, passing the breath out, and relaxing up the whole leg. Move the breath in your visualization, your awareness. And to shift your awareness to the right leg. The right leg is breath, the energy of breath, and exhale. Push the breath all the way down and out to the soul. Awareness to the whole body. Inhale, fill the whole of your body with the energy of breath. Exhale, all those release valve points. Exhale out the fingertips, the feet, and the spine. More moments here. And feeling the energy of your breath. And let it completely leave your body. Looking your awareness to whatever is here for you. And go with the visualization. Three moments. Just breathe. Toes. Move back into your body. Knees and carefully roll to a comfortable side. And press yourself up to a seated posture. Touch the palms of your hands together, sitting up nice and tall. Bring your thumbs to your heart space. Thumbs up to the forehead center. Today, happy holidays. Namaste. Happy solstice. May the light return. Thank you. And thank you, baby. A little scare in Shavasana. Thank you both at home. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much.
Mary, thank you.